I like to clap when I clap and then pull my hands away as quickly as I can. Well, so it's like frame perfect so that my hands are only touching for like one frame and then the next frame they're gone. How's my facial zone? Hold on, give me. There. Are you still rolling?
Yeah.
You know, the thing about this, going on 20 years I've shaved with the straight razor, right? A couple years ago I dropped my whetstone while I was moving. Is that a camera? That's a camera, right? Okay, so I dropped my whetstone while I was moving, and it broke. My whetstone broke, it snapped in half. So I haven't been able to sharpen my straight razor for 3 years, so I started using my old double edge safety razor. And then I bought this Philips Norelco one blade. And then I bought this Philips Norelco one blade Pro. And you know what? It's almost as good as shaving with a straight razor. I've got the comb on it now, so it's not cutting me all the way, because I don't want to shave it all the way, because I don't want to mess my skin up. I love this because I can shave like 12 times a day. I can just shave like every couple hours. I can just get it on there and go, yeah, and you get it down to this exact level. It looks like something. It doesn't look like I shaved. It looks like I shaved yesterday. I didn't shave yesterday, you punks. I shaved right now. So, this is behind the scenes footage for the Vimeo. I like joking about the Vimeo. Did I tell you about the Vimeo? I'm gonna start a Vimeo account that's just for Patreon backers, so they can see stuff like this. Is that a good idea? So what I like to do before I start is stare at the camera for like 20 seconds so that I have like a great thing to cut into before I say hello, right? And basically in these 20 seconds, this is for the Vimeo audience, in those 20 seconds, basically I'm leaving a silence so that I know where the nonsense ends and the video begins, by looking at the audio waveforms. Though also in those 20 seconds, it's a time for me to really, really think about how much I don't like myself. And how I'm doing these videos, because I feel like if I explore what I don't like about myself by talking about video games, maybe somebody else can figure out how to fix all the world's problems. Micro edition mobile devices. Oh my God. My diaphragm, my lungs. Mobile devices on September 30th. Oh. Ready? You're gonna see my hands come flying apart. Here it comes. Feet flat. Feet flat, back clenched. Eyes down. One of my eyebrows needs to be trimmed, one of the little hairs. Any true murder-headed game liker in 1993's imagination supplied, oh, can you take it back? I'm sorry. Any true murder-headed game liker in 1993's imagination supplied, oh my God. I'm tripping. It'll get better as it goes on. Imagination supplied the knee deep in the dead. Oh my God. The groove. I just don't have the groove right now. Even my roommate, who loved NASCAR as much as he hated me, joined in the nightly. Dude, do you want to see Quake 3? Oh my God. This is the prompter. It's terrible. Timothy, say, what do you? My hair is just an impenetrable mass. Impenetrable, Jerry. Here it comes, ready? You're gonna marvel at the speed with which my hands separate. That wasn't loud enough, was it? Dad's now ancient work computer with no sound effects. I liked it. What? I liked it, MccDave? Do you see that? Why does it say MccDave? I liked it, MccDave. For some reason in my script it says, I liked it, MccDave, about as much as a teenager. What? Why does it say MccDave? Who put that in there? Who's MccDave? Nightmares and teleprompter. That's for the Vimeo, everybody. Oh, the Vimeo. Bloopers. Blooper Vimeo. Welcome back to my blooper Vimeo, everybody. I liked it, MccDave. Oh, who's MccDave? MCC Space Dave. Nobody threw food at me for the rest of the school year. It says in the prompter, nobody threw food at me ever again. When I wrote that sentence, I'm thinking, it's gotta be some other time. I'm pretty sure somebody threw food at me at some other point. Much more recently than you'd think. on the streets of New York City, out of a car window. It was literally like 6 days ago. So when I wrote that, it might have been true. That's for the Vimeo, the blooper Vimeo. Kaboom! Hello and welcome back to my show. I'm Nimrod Meinhardt, and this is Daddy's Goblin Bunker. I'm Mommy's little failure. Today we're here to talk about Daddy's little goblins. My goblins are my minions. My minions are my children. And that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about my children, my minions, my goblins, my babies, my Nimrod, my Meinhardt. Doom's higher difficulty levels differentiate themselves from... Sorry, my mouth is numb all of a sudden. I'm having trouble. I have a thing. Doom's higher difficulty levels differ... Oh, no. Sorry, my tongue is messed up. Doom's higher difficulty... Super Mario Brothers with all those fireball chains in it looks like Super Mario Bros. Oh my god. Looks like Super Mario Bros. Did I say bros instead of brothers? Sorry, Action Button House style requires me to say brothers. That's for the Vimeo! Turning this into an even more frustrating editing process. For the Vimeo again. The Vimeo! For God's sake. A purer realization of Doom's horror-striking mission statement than the... purer realization of Doom... Oh my god. The PC version of Doom is better than the PlayStation... Okay. Whew. Okay. Many levels in Doom... Oh my god. In fairness, I then decided to play through all of Quake through. Oh, what? The Vimeo again! Thanks for watching Vimeo. You're the best. For backing me on Patreon, you get to watch this Vimeo. Wow! Vanilla Quake. My tongue is very messed up. I don't know why. It's numb. I'm having trouble remembering how to shape syllables. It's just, the prompter's just bumping off the screen. However, for various complex logistical reasons, I was unable to transport. However, for various... I'll send you a picture of the box of Two Bros Pizza, unless you've seen it on my Twitter, so that it can be next to me. It's a very good box. It's got two bros on it. There's two guys. They're clearly brothers. Hey, Vimeo. Hey, Vimeo! I'm gonna start saying Vimeo games instead of video games. That's it. Me butt. Doom. Shoot me in the neck with a bow and arrow and see if I care. I won't care, I'll just die. If you're gonna shoot me with a bow and arrow, at the very least shoot me in the throat so that I can feel myself die. Oh, Doom! Doom is a wonderful game. It's my mommy's favorite. It's Daddy's little champion. It's a fun baby little fun game. And tasty, delicious, crispy. Action frictive, strange and hot. Love it. If you don't, I get you. I get you with gun. Yes, I'll murder anyone who doesn't like Doom. There we go. That's the end. That's the whole thing. No. That's the whole thing. I'll shoot anyone who doesn't love Doom. Technological, historical. It's dubious paper in the Ziploc bag containing the shareware disc. Ah, your shareware disc. John Carmack said of Doom, oh my god, pointing a pistol into a room with a blue Want to see me slap myself in the face on camera? I'll do it for the Vimeo. I'll do it later for the Vimeo, at the end. I'll slap myself in the face for the Vimeo. If I remember. Remind me of that. Did I brush my teeth yet? Okay. When Doom... Here, the level designer, John Romero, ached Doom Engine's advantage over the Wolfenstein. Ached to demonstrate... Okay, I'm gonna ached to demonstrate. What's wrong with me? I cut an adverb and I ended up with an unwieldy turn of phrase. For the Vimeo. Don't put that in the Vimeo. Put it in the Vimeo. While two more gruesome opponents, Linker, what? That first one-up block before the... I've seen several for the Vimeo. I can't stop saying for the Vimeo. I'm very amused by the idea of a Vimeo that's just the trash. Here's the trash. You see me doing a whole bunch of gestures. That's my voiceover gesturing style. You gotta gesture when you're doing voiceover. It's for the Vimeo. For the Vimeo. For the Vimeo. Also, I'm sitting on this stool right now, if you know what I mean. It hurts. For the Vimeo. Ballroom dancing changes in direction between firearm. Oh, my sentence, this sentence is ridiculous. I hate myself, I'm a scumbag. Shoot me in the neck with a bow and arrow. Kill me, bro. Kill me, bro. KMB. Keymord and Baus. For the Vimeo. Been talking about Vimeo a lot. Enemy speed. Enemy firing. My tongue. Oh, the butt pain's just back and it's loud. Hello. I'm a dirtbag. If you see me in the street, kill me with a knife. Kill me with a knife, I ain't afraid of nothing. I ain't even afraid of your knife, Captain. That would be a cereal. Eric Clapton presents Clapton Crunch. Little tiny cocaine nuggets, Stratocasters. Proto Sean, baby. I like referencing my six-pack abs twice per video. I used to have six-pack, I can't stop talking about it. I could not escape a torrential stream of media knowledge about the Columbine massacre. Sorry, my tongue messed up. Several large pieces of mainstream investigative journalism. Oh my God, passed up my choice to say investigative. Philosophical crisis regarding the nature of journalism. That was the worst slip I've done all day. Hello, my name is Bingo Daddy. I'm a trash bag, full of my own body parts. Dead bodies in games. Crikey, mate. Oh, blimey. Blimey. Little friend had heard me, he'd heard whisper. Had heard me? Oh, shoot me in the cheek with a bullet that shatters all my molars on both sides of my mouth. A year later, he was grumbling. And it's funny to think about doing that in a video game. Here it is, cops. That's me at cops. I'm not gonna kill a cop. I will never kill a cop in real life. Oh, I clapped in my ear, it hurt. Can we get some Twinkies after this? Is there anywhere that's gonna have Twinkies? Gas station? Yeah, I wanna just get bent at 7-Eleven. We're here in South Bend, Indiana. I'm recording this in South Bend, Indiana, everyone. You can put this in the Vimeo. Recording this in South Bend, Indiana. And I wonder, you all, you're not somewhat your native residents, your residents, South Bend? We got, for the audience, my audience tonight is from South Bend, Indiana. I just wanna know, do you ever say, like when something sucks in town, you say, I got South Bent, or do you ever say South Bent? Get South Bent. Like when you're driving your pickup truck and you like shoot someone on the side of the road. You got South Bent. Do you ever walk up to a cop car, knock on the door, and then the guy looks at you and you do this, and then he rolls the window down and you go, are you my Uber? Do you ever do that? You ever do that? It's, I did it once, and he shot me through the door. He like shot like through the door of his car. It got like grazed me right in the leg. So that's the door, a hole in his door. The hole is actually right in the middle of the O on the word police. True story. Afford a Vimeo. I don't know where I get this hunch. Either it's from my own experience running a 1.5 stars. Hang on a second, I need to Google something very quick. For the Vimeo. I feel like I'm looking at Mount Everest and I've got a plastic fork in my hand. I don't know what that means, I like that. I really like that phrase, that's good. That sounds like something that would have been an edge. For the Vimeo. Video games forever. Action button. There you go, that's the end. That's the end, we're done, get me out of here. Kill me bro, get me out of here, kill me bro, kill me. Me stand up, oh! Me stand up, big hurty. I believe the principal who was the principal of North Central High School when I was a student at North Central High School has died. Whoever is the principal now is here on a Friday
in July 2020. I believe the principal who was the principal when I was a student here is dead. This principal drives, if that is the principal, if it's not just someone on a power trip parking in the principal's parking spot, this principal perhaps drives a Dodge Ram truck, and that is a trash can garbage truck. Don't buy a Dodge truck. Buy a Ford F-150 for God's sake. Don't buy a Dodge Ram. So I was actually on this lawn. I exited that door there the day there was a fire. I exited that very door because my classroom was up there. I believe my classroom was very close to the crest. Not that you could sense it from inside the classroom. It was Mr. Gouldy's Global Awareness was the name of the class. It was like a politics for babies, so like a social studies for more grown-up students. However, like a politics for like children class. So somewhere between social studies and politics. Global Awareness, it was called. We were in that class when the fire alarm went off, and we exited that door, and I was standing, I believe I was standing right here. Back then, 1994, kids were pulling the fire alarm all the time. It was as much fun as watching Beavis and Butthead, just pull the fire alarm. And they were pulling the fire alarm so much. This is the biggest high school in Indiana. It was in 1994, I don't know if it is now. Probably built a bigger one somewhere. They installed security cameras, and it felt really ridiculous to have security cameras in the school. You're walking around and you see cameras. It was very novel in the year 1994. Shortly after they installed the security cameras, 1994, somebody lit the gym on fire. And the gym did not blow up. The kid did not get caught. And then a few months later, he lit the gym on fire again. I'm saying he, because let's face it, 1994, Beavis and Butthead on the television, you know, grunge, Doom, Mortal Kombat. It was a boy who lit the gym on fire. It wasn't me. I don't know if it was Jared Fogle. Jared, the subway guy Fogle, he was a student here. He did sit at my lunch table. Was it him? Did he light the gym on fire? I don't think so. I'm very certain he did not. Though yeah, I saw it, a column of smoke just erupted out of the gym. The brand new renovated gym just erupted. A column of black smoke. It was on the evening news. It was on the national news. It was a nationally newsworthy moment of school place violence perpetrated, the authorities were convinced, by a student. This lady on the television news said, with all the violent video games nowadays, it's possible some of these youth are unhinged. And there was this investigative journalist who was this guy on WTHR Channel 13 News. He always had a shot where he was walking toward the camera at the beginning of the investigation, and then he would like stop and like touch something. Like, you see them everywhere. You think they're perfectly safe. And then he puts his hand on top of like a gumball machine, and he goes, gumball machines might be giving your kids rabies, right? And then it's like, I investigated how many germs are on the typical gumball machine. Like, this guy did stuff like that all the time. And then he was in front of this school, this very school, not right here. He was over there by like for some reason they chose like the little LED signboard instead of the crest and the actual. This to me looks like the school, because I took the bus here. My mom wouldn't let us walk because we live 700 feet away, and she thought we would get hit by a car on this raging highway. It's just a Midwestern sense of oversecurity. This guy, this investigative journalist, this guy with these glasses and a suit that was slightly too big, going, North Central High School, and then he's like, weeks ago, a fire destroyed the $17 million gymnasium at North Central High School here on the north side of Indianapolis. Authorities say it was a student who lit the blaze with violent video games such as Doom, all the rage. And does it even matter where he went from there? Does it even matter? I don't need to dig up the archival footage to know it was just some trash. Some trash talked by an adult who saw fit to talk about stuff he didn't know. There weren't even any guns involved. There wasn't even any personal harm involved. Nobody was injured or killed. And these people went straight to video games in 1994. I'm just talking way too much about this. You see this goddarn sculpture? So you know what I did the day the gym was lit on fire? My mom wouldn't let us walk to school. Me and my brother came around there, and he was over by the weird, stupid origami sculpture. I went over there, and for the only time in my whole 4 years at this high school, I touched that sculpture. I literally touched it with my left hand. Maybe I should do that again. So I went over there, and he was standing there, and he's like, and the gym just has blown up. There's a column of smoke. Girls were crying, a couple of them. I saw 3 girls crying. My brother was like, "You want to just go home, dude?" And we just walked, we crossed the street and we went home. Again, 700 feet somewhere. Guess, I'm not going to tell you exactly where, it's 700 feet. And then I went home and I played Final Fantasy VI, AKA Final Fantasy III for the Super Nintendo. It was on a Friday, this happened on a Friday. I got myself a 4-day weekend because they closed the school for 2 days. I played a whole bunch of that game, got to the World of Ruin, and by the time I came back to school, there were cops and metal detectors. Cops and metal detectors for the rest of my time at school. And I realized this is anecdotal. This is not, I mean, this is by no means a summary of the totality of the American experience. Though I feel like for me, once there were cops and metal detectors at my school in 1994, December of 1994, I feel like there's been cops and metal detectors in America ever since, at least for me. That's when I became aware of them. If you're watching this, listen to me. Find a cop and kill him. No, don't do that. Can you get me touching this sculpture? Yeah. Okay, I'll go over there real quick. For the Vimeo, I keep talking about a Vimeo. Here it is. I touched it right here. Right here. Somebody just yelled out their car window. And that's it. It's the only time I ever touched it. Now I touched it again. You know, I never read this plaque. 1989 stainless steel, 3 sections. Result of a design contest hosted by the art department at North Central High School. The artist was inspired by origami. I knew it! And the folding shapes and skewed lines of the piece create directional movement, suggesting the various paths that graduating students will take in life. The sculpture was funded by matching grants from the Washington Township School Board and NCHS Class and Student Councils of 1989. Nerling, a native of Indianapolis, lives in Chicago and teaches at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. Well, heck. Good for her. Well, that's all we have time for today. Goodbye.